Hello there, my name's Terry, and I am just giving the cards a bit of a shuffle to see which one wants to come out today for anybody that needs to see or hear this message. Right, and that one wants to come out here, and it's Lord Melchizedek. Right, okay, what I am being shown from this message here is, okay, I feel like that you need to speak up about something, all right, and it's knowing how to go about it, all right, and knowing how and in what context, all right. I feel like that it's been a bugbear for a little while now, all right, but this comes from a place of you and your sensitive side and not wanting to upset people or to upset the apple cart in this situation, all right. Also, what I'm being shown with this is okay, so say if like you're invited to go somewhere and you feel that your heart's not quite in it, all right, and from that place is you do things because you feel that you have to, because you don't want to let other people down, all right. You're not letting other people down. The angels want you to know the only person that you're letting down is yourself, all right. And from that, it's like within yourself, have the courage within you to speak up, all right. You don't always have to give a reason as to why you feel uncomfortable about a situation. You can even make up an excuse, all right, but don't feel bad about it. This comes from a place of like always feeling guilty about like wanting to speak up and say something that you feel uncomfortable with, all right. But this comes back from when you were younger, because this is what I'm being shown. And all right, so when you were younger, right, you might have just got told off for something, all right, or you overheard something that come from, or you observed it in your perspective in a harsh way, all right. Now, when we're kids, we kind of like perceive things differently. We don't always, it's like from a bird's eye point of view, and it's so amazing that how much stuff we carry within us from when we were kids, all right, and that can affect us as adults in how we show up in the world, how we feel in different situations. If a certain situation, if you're being faced with, makes you feel uncomfortable, all right, if you go back, you're not always going to remember when you are younger, but sometimes you have to dig deep. Sometimes you have to like take a step back and look at different situations that you found uncomfortable when faced with a certain situation, all right, and just pay attention to how those situations make you feel at any given moment. They are the clues there. Sometimes you have to ask yourself question after question after question, all right, and to dig deep into where it actually first come from, all right. There's always a root cause to something, and sometimes it is just that little simplest bit, that simplest little thing that you pick up on when you're kids and you carry it with you, and it can make you feel uncomfortable in your adult life, all right. But this is what this message is all about, all right. Dig deep, ask yourself those questions. You know, you might have to ask yourself lots of different questions, but stick with it. The more that you stick with it without giving up, you will find that answer. You will kind of like see something in a different way, all right. Once you get to that root cause, then it opens up a lot more. It can open up a can of worms and everything, all right. And it might not actually be to do with the actual person that or that particular situation that you feel uncomfortable about, all right, but that is there for you to learn something from it, so that you can take something there back from it for you to do your own inner work also. Once you start doing that, once you start paying attention to that, all right, and then you kind of like start nurturing that inner child within you, all right, that wants to kind of like be nurtured. It wants to be told that everything's okay, all right, and that you're going to be okay, right? Because you will. You just have to believe it, all right, and just know it and just acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge it, accept it, and just be aware that it is there, all right. Once you've paid attention to it, then just pause a minute, all right, and then just think, okay, well, I'm in this situation. What is it trying to show me? All right, I'm going to ask myself these questions, all right, and then you'll have a better understanding, a different awareness about where it's first come from in the first place, and that will help you. Anyway, I am going to leave that message there for anybody that needs to see or hear this message. And whatever you're doing today, always take care of yourself. Much love, Terri.